For this upcoming series, the conference semifinals, I've turned on the real player percentage for free throw shooting and regular shooting. So this should make it a lot more realistic, a lot more sim style, and I think it'll also make the games more competitive. I've gotten pretty good at the shots of like Avery Bradley and Jared Sullinger, and probably have hit more jumpers than would have otherwise if I'd been using this all along. So this should make for a really good, fun series. And I've already played this game, and I gotta tell you, I actually played the next game too. This is going to be one hell of a series. These next two games are two of the most fun I've ever had playing NBA 2K14. So I think you guys are in for a treat. But let's get it underway. We're going up against the Chicago Bulls, the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, with the fully healthy Derrick Rose. Still have Luol Deng on the team, Jimmy Butler, Carlos Boozer, Joakim Noah with that starting five. I think that where we can take advantage of this team is their bench. I don't believe their bench is too strong. I think we can take advantage there. I mean, they have... I don't think they have Mike Dunleavy anymore, and I can't remember exactly who they have on the bench because really did not make too much of an impression on this game, I don't believe. But Carlos Boozer early on with the nice little layup, giving the Bulls the first field goal of the game. Now 4-3 is the lead. Rose driving in, kicks it out to Jimmy Butler, and Butler took a lot of threes this game. He's still a little bit inconsistent from deep in this, but he did knock a couple of them down, and they might prove to be big. We'll have to see. Anyway, Noah gets blocked, but Boozer's there for the offensive rebound, puts it back up and in, and it's an early 9-3 lead for the Chicago Bulls. Asik, though, backing down Noah, former teammates going to work right here. This is Asik going up against this old team, the team that did draft him out of Turkey in the 2008 NBA draft. And now Boozer with the ball. Nice pass to Jimmy Butler, back to Boozer, great up fake down to Noah. Incredible ball moving right there by the Chicago Bulls. But Bledsoe's looking for the screen. He's going to give it to Kelly Olynyk for the mid-range, and Olynyk with that quick release gets it off and puts it in. So the lead is back down to 2. Now it's a 1-point game, 11-12. Butler down to Luol Deng, who's going to pump and drive. He's going to give it to Taj Gibson for the slam, and of course I forgot about Taj Gibson on their bench. Gibson had a huge game for them today. You'll see in the final box score he ends up playing a big role in today's game. But Sullinger answers right back with a poster of his own, and it's still a 1-point lead back and forth right now. There's Avery Bradley in the corner. He knocks down the 3, and that's going to make it a 16-14 game. Now Bradley with the ball, pump fakes. He's going to drive in, kicks it to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk extra pass to Tayshaun Prince in the corner for the long 2, and it's 18-14. Now a missed shot from Tony Snell, who, along with the likes of Kirk Heinrich and Cole Aldridge, make up their bench. I know I was kind of blanking on their bench earlier, but they do have some productive players. Kirk Heinrich, Taj Gibson, Tony Snell isn't bad. He actually had a couple good shots for them. Marquise Teague's pretty bad. Cole Aldridge is pretty bad. But that's a nice little layup right there, so it's a 3-point game. Tony Snell driving in. He's going to do an in-and-out move. Give it down to Marquise Teague, who puts the layup up, and then the lead is down to 1. So it's 23-22. And Torrey Murray takes a step-back 3. That will not go, and 23-22 will be your score heading into the second quarter. At the end of the first, the Celtics hold a 1-point lead in a very good, very just entertaining game so far. 1 point, back and forth. A lot of good basketball being played by these two teams. The Bulls, obviously a great team. It's going to be really tough to go up against them in a 7-game series, but we'll do the best that we can. Anyway, nice cut right there from Jared Sullinger to the hoop for the easy slam, and it's now a 3-point lead for the Celtics. Here is, I believe that's Sam Young or BJ Young. I'm not too sure what Young that was, and I still haven't figured it out 2 games into the series, but anyway, it is now 29 all, and that's going to be stolen by Taj Gibson up the court to Derrick Rose, and Rose for the slam. He is so athletic, he can get up there and dunk it with the best of the point guards in the league. Now Butler with the ball, trying to go to work on Gerald Green. He's just going to pull up right here, bank that shot home. Classic shot right there. That's the Tim Duncan shot that he was known for so much early in his career. Now Jabari, though, backing down Jimmy Butler. Jabari's got a good height advantage over Jimmy Butler, so that was a nice fadeaway right there in the post. Now Bradley, that's to Gerald Green, and Green slams it down. One of the best dunkers in the league, slamming that one down, as you can see on the replay. Ferocious one-handed slam. Thank you, Kia, for that Kia slam cam replay, whatever they call it in NBA 2K14. I have no idea what the exact thing is. But Derrick Rose with the ball now on the break. He's got some numbers here. He's going to look down low to Taj Gibson for the left-handed layup, and he puts it in. 39-35 is the score now. 40-37. Marshawn Brooks with the ball, finding Torrey Murray on the backdoor cut, and Murray probably was the player most affected by the true player shooting percentage. I would say that I was really good with his shot. I was really good at creating with him using his shot, but without it, he's a little bit inconsistent from deep. Same thing with Tayshaun Prince and even Sergei Karsev. I struggled a little bit more with those players. Marshawn Brooks, on the other hand, he was really, really good with the real player shooting percentage. Turns out I was probably a little bit off with his shot usually. But anyway, we're down by 2 here. Marquise Teague lobbing it up for Jimmy Butler, who slams it down. And it's a 4-point lead for the Bulls, and that's going to be the score heading into the half. 47-43 is your score, and I believe Derrick Rose is standing by with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Derrick and Doris. And take a look at this halftime box score right here. Our leading scorer has 6 points. We have really distributed the ball nicely today, and it's going to take someone to step up, though. I don't think we're going to win this ball game with our leading scorer scoring 12 points. So we're going to have to look for someone to get up there in the 20s, mid-20s, maybe score 25 to 30 points. That's what I'm looking for. Who's going to step up in this second half? No, with the jumper, and it's a tie game right here, 53 all. Bledsoe driving in, picks up a dribble, kicks it to Bradley in the corner for 3, and he knocks that one down. 56-53 is the score. Now Bledsoe trying to run the break here a little bit, push the tempo. He is so quick, gives it to Jabari in the corner, and Jabari's another player that I struggled a little bit more with, but it's not even the true player percentage or anything like that. He's just really struggled these playoffs. I've struggled to get him going. I think maybe it's because I've been looking to Jared Sullinger so much, but nonetheless, it is a 1-point lead for the Bulls. Marshawn Brooks driving in with the reverse layup, and check out the replay on this. Marshawn Brooks with the nice up fake, getting Butler in the air, and then he drives in, makes the scoop shot right there. Impressive stuff there from the now 4th-year man out of Providence. Taj Gibson dishing it to Derrick Rose. He's going to finish that with the left hand off the glass. Now 64-63. Bledsoe with the ball, giving it to Marshawn Brooks. Deep 3, and Brooks is going to not get that one to go. But Torrey Murray's there in the offensive rebound, putting it back up and in. Now 1-point lead for the Celtics. That's going to be rebounded, and the full court shot will not go. So it's going to be 67-66. That is the score heading into the 4th and final regulation quarter of this ball game. Celtics on top. Great game so far. Highly entertaining. It's been a fun one. Let's see if we can wrap it up here in this 4th quarter. And then we'll try to take home the win. Derrick Rose with the ball, giving it to Joakim Noah, who's going to drive left and put up the little floater right there. Interesting shot from Joakim Noah. We know that he can do some things on offense, though, that most centers cannot. Here we go, Gerald Green to the hoop, and he posterizes Luol Deng. And one, Deng getting in that poster. Now it's a 4-point lead for the Celtics. But here comes Derrick Rose trying to run the pick and roll. Hop step jumper. It's good. He rattles that one home. Nice shot there from the former Memphis product, the John Calipari product. And now Torrey Murray giving it to Marshawn for the 3. Foul line extended, knocking it down. We have a 6-point lead. One of our biggest leads of the night, quite frankly. It's been that close of a game. Rose misses the 3, but there is Boozer and one falling over. And you know he's hyped. That cuts into a 3-point game, but now it's back up to 5. Rose's shot is blocked. Rebounded by Parker. Outlet to Avery Bradley, who's going to slam it down with 2 hands. And with 5 minutes to play, the Celtics have opened up a 7-point lead. But Boozer gives it to Rose. Rose kicks it out to Deng for 3. It's good. Luol Deng trying to keep the Bulls in this ball game. It's a 4-point game, 88-84. Looking for the screen from Ashik. Bradley dishes it down to him, and Ashik with the reverse layup, putting it in, and we're up by 6 with 90 seconds to play. Rose, though, coming around the screen. Crossover dribble. He tries to get in, puts it off the glass, and Derrick Rose is just too good sometimes. It's a 4-point lead. Now Derrick Rose with the ball. Bulls' next offensive possession, dishing it to Joakim Noah, and running the break pays off for the game, and it's a 2-point game. Bradley, he gets stripped by Rose, up the court to Butler, and Butler puts it in. A 6-0 run, and it's 90-0. Next possession for the Celtics. Bledsoe with the ball, gives it to Sullinger. Pump fakes to Jabari, wide open. No good, rebounded by Noah, and now the Bulls have a chance. 8 seconds to play. Rose drives in to Noah, blocked. Rose, back up with it, blocked by Ashik. Bradley tries to save it. It goes out of bounds. 3.1 seconds to play. 90-all is the score. And that's going to be stolen by Ashik. The full court shot. No good. It rattles out. What a crazy last 30 seconds. We got the steal there with 3.1 to play. But anyway, we are going to overtime. Wow, even commentating that was incredible. Playing that, oh my goodness, this is crazy. But nonetheless, here's the tip for the overtime period. Ashik versus Noah. And it's going to be won by Noah and the Bulls. So Derrick Rose and the Bulls getting the first possession of this 4-minute overtime period. Rose down low to Noah. Ashik got completely lost on defense. And now I call him Ashik or Ashik sometimes. I think, coming into the league, I think, he changed the pronunciation of his name. It was originally Ashik, and now everyone calls him Ashik. So I always call him Ashik, just based off of, instincts now and natural habit or whatever, but I try to call him by his new name sometimes. Anyway, Jabari pulls up right there, gives us the 5-point lead. We open up a bit of a lead here. Let's see if we can hold on this time around. Nice bounce pass to Jamal Franklin, and Franklin was in this game because Eric Bledsoe fouled out, and I actually wanted Franklin in instead of Torrey Murray because I wanted Franklin's defense and Bradley's defense against this Bulls team instead of having Torrey Murray in there. Anyway, 3 there from Jimmy Butler. It's a 6-point game now. They need a quick shot. Rose steps back, long 2, gets it to go, and it's a 4-point game. But we would be able to hold on. As you can see, it's still a 4-point game. Dang's 3 will not go. And we're going to wrap up this victory 104-100 in a crazy, his cheek almost hits another full court shot, in a crazy overtime victory in game 1 of the conference semifinals. A big road win too. This gives us the home court advantage. A very impressive overtime period by Jamal Franklin too. As you saw, he hit that little step back Dwayne Wade shot. He did have to come in for Bledsoe, and it was good to see him play some big minutes for us today. But anyway, great team win. Just great game all around from a lot of players. I think everyone had a pretty solid game, I would say, as we'll take a look at the box scores in just a moment. But your player of the game is going to be Jabari Parker. He's the guy I talked about at the half, stepping up. He finishes with, I believe, 21 points. As you'll see, we'll find out in just a moment. And he ends up with, 21 and 7. So like I said, we needed someone to step up. He scored 15 second half points. And take a look at the team stats right here. Equal shooting percentages all around, but we hit 8 more free throws than they did. That was a big factor in the determining final score. Anyway, you can see, great game from Jabari. Ashik had 8 blocks. Incredible defensive game out of him. As usual, he has just been stellar so far this year. And anyway, you can see Jamal Franklin coming up with that big field goal at the end. Anyway, we hold Rose to 24 points on 24 shots. Taj Gibson had a big game, 22 points on 10 shots. But anyway, that's going to do it for me. I do want to thank you guys for watching. The next game of the series will be out shortly, and so I'm out. Peace.